Question 9, part A, asks to write down the equation of the axis of symmetry for the graph shown. Now, my graph looks a little bit different to the one on your exam paper, but it has all the same key features. So the turning point here, B, is at coordinate 316. This is the x value, this is the y value, and we know it also passes through point A, which is -1 on the x and 0 on the y. And it's represented by this equation here, f of x equals c plus bx minus x squared, and we'll get to this in a second. That looks a bit daunting right now, but let's just focus on part A, which is the axis of symmetry. Okay, now this is a quadratic, otherwise known as a parabola. Now the feature of a quadratic is it is symmetrical on both sides. So if I was to draw a vertical line here that I'm showing in blue dots, whatever is to the left is symmetrical with what is on the right. Okay, so this line here is therefore the axis of symmetry. Whatever is on this side is symmetrical. It's like a mirror image to what is on the right hand side. So therefore this question is just asking what is the equation of this blue dotted line. Now a concept that I sometimes as a student would struggle to remember would be, what would be the equations of the line that are vertical, and what are the equations of the line that are horizontal? And it took me a while to sort of understand it, and I got to the point where I no longer had to remember it. I understood the concept. But for vertical, it passes through this x value. So it passes through x equals 3. So it's just as simple as that. If I was to draw a horizontal line, let's say this point here is 8. A horizontal line like this, it passes through y equals 8. It doesn't go through an x value. So for vertical lines, like my dotted line here, the equation is x equals 3, which happens to be my equation for the axis of symmetry, because it passes through the x value 3. Okay, so just a bit of learning there about the equations of horizontal and vertical lines. However, the answer to the question, axis of symmetry, is x equals 3.